But if I were to give you a snapshot of the 7 churches, all 7 lessons for the churches apply to us today. And these are the results. This is the end game of what each church summation is. So Ephesus needed a greater devotion to Jesus and not just to doctrine. Their message was, do not neglect the priorities and do not leave your first love. Smyrna was told they need to endure persecution. These guys were the persecuted church of the day. Endure persecution and overcome the satanic opposition that is now beginning to face the church. If you look at Ephesus as if it was the birth of the church at Pentecost, all the way up to like maybe the 90s and whatnot, this church was the apostolic church. Now in time, a historical movement through time, Smyrna will now become the persecuted church where they get scattered. Now, Pergamos, stand fast against the world, overcome worldly compromise. As time goes on, you're going to see these churches play a role, and we're going to pick each one of them apart with the 7 elements of each church letter. Thyatira, abandon pagan practices and flee from such practices. Sardis was known that they needed watchfulness and diligence. Philadelphia, be loyal ambassadors as the missionary church. This church, along with Smyrna, were the 2 of the 7 that did not have a concern outlined in their letters by Jesus. So it was kind of like a very well done commendation. In Laodicea, avoid prosperous compromise, repent, and be committed. Now, again, the 7 design elements in each of the letters to the 7 churches, each letter has in it the name of the church, the title that Jesus Christ takes for himself, which kind of gives a little bit of an anecdote in the title that he gives to the problem that they're having. The 3rd design element is always a commendation. Well done, well done. Actually, not all 7 churches have a well done commendation. And you'll see as we get in the excitement of, oh no, some of them have no commendation, which is not what they expected. Number 4, there's a concern. It's every time you see the word nevertheless, 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 here comes Jesus's concern right after the commendation. There's an exhortation. And what is exhortation? It's a strong encouragement to persuade them to do something. The 6th element is a promise to the overcomer. And the 7th is a closing that is found in each and every one of the letters. He who has an ear, hear what the Spirit says to the 7 churches. Lastly, there's a correlation that I will unveil that shows that the 7 letters, each and every one of them, has a direct correlation. And this is a theological dynamite. Some people say yes, some people say no, but it's hard once you really dig into it to see that, you know, there's a good, strong likelihood that for Ephesus, it relates to the sower and the seed parable in Matthew 13. Smyrna goes to the wheat and tares, Pergamos to the mustard seed, Thyatira to the leaven, Sardis is the hidden treasure, Philadelphia is the pearl of the great price, and Laodicea is the dragnet. So we're going to unpack all of this as we continue through picking apart these letters. What is God trying to tell us via the church? The divine revelation is the word is fulfilled historically, past tense examples. The word is applicable for today, present tense instruction. And the word is prophetic of what is to come, giving us a prophetic future tense warning.